Dreisky, Randy Scott alongside. It is a Sunday morning. Cars, Coney's, pizza, Motown, Shinola. Detroit is known for a lot of good.
Oh.
They're also known for having never been to a Super Bowl.
Flexing on us this morning.
bit.
They will continue to be known for that, unfortunately, for the good folks in the Motor City. That is Nick on the steady. Zena following close by. One and done. Literally, the Lions, they earned the NFC's
To the NFC Championship game for the first time since 1991.
I always believe that we could achieve more than what people give us credit for, but you got to go out there, put in the work. You got to go out there, work daily, get better each and every day, and just put your head down and grind. And by the end of the time of the season, you look up, you might be in a position like this.
I mean, honestly, it's the same guy. You guys could say that it's a different Jayden, but to us, it's the same guy every week. Same guy since he showed up in Washington and Virginia with us. Just a guy that loves the process, that's all about the team, doesn't care what it looks like, doesn't care if he has to throw the ball 50 times or we run the ball 50 times or he has to run the ball 50 times. And so for us, it's just the ultimate confidence that no matter what's going on, he's going to figure out, we're going to figure it out, and we're just going to make one more play than the other team.
Would not be a Sunday without Herm Edwards in studio. Coach, how do you put into perspective what Jayden Daniels is doing?
Historical moment in the NFL for a rookie quarterback when you think about what he's been able to accomplish, not only during the season, but now in the playoffs. He's won 2 playoff games against 2 accomplished quarterbacks. Both of those have been on the road. He's a guy that the moment is never too big for him. And in this game, it was kind of back and forth at times, but he found a way to put this team on his back, make some throws down the football field. I mean, look, this Washington team, think about it. They were a 4-13 team before they drafted Jayden Daniels. Yeah. New coaching staff, new everything. They get a rookie quarterback. Oh, they're going to be okay. Well, they're more than okay. This is uncharted water. He is chasing history right now, Jayden Daniels, and is doing a good job of catching it, too.
I mean, listen, they were in a position to draft him second overall because it was a 4-win season. Now he, as a rookie quarterback, has 14 wins this season. That 14th win, the one that we saw last night, what impressed you the most about Washington in that game?
Well, they had a plan, and they've always stuck to their plan. They know who they are offensively. Jayden is the guy. He's the catalyst of this offense. But I think also we got to look at this. This team yesterday took the ball away 5 times. When you take the ball away 5 times on the road, I don't care who you are. As good as the Detroit Lions have been all season, 5 turnovers. Now, they won a game this year turning over 5 times.
They did?
This one did not turn out right for them. Why? They gave the possessions away, gave opportunities to Washington. You can't give Jayden Daniels in this offense too many opportunities. It'll beat you.
There was a first pick 6 of the season for Jared Goff.
Yeah.
His first lost fumble of the season for Jared Goff. It just came at a bewildering moment. Meanwhile, Washington carries a 7-game win streak into next Sunday's NFC Championship game. And one little fun fact here, no rookie quarterback has ever started a Super Bowl. Far from done with you. You're sticking around all morning.
Yeah, let me ask you this question, though.
Yeah.
Who's playing better than him in the playoffs right now? Jayden Daniels.
Nobody.
In the playoffs right now, no. Okay. We'll see who these 2 guys tonight.
Just saying.
I'm just saying. All right, thrill of victory for Washington. The agony of the season being over for the Lions after a 15-2 regular season. Now, since the Bears won the Super Bowl in 1985, no team that has won 15 or more regular season games has gone on to win the Lombardi Trophy, although the Chiefs still have a chance to do that and change that. Dan Campbell, understandably emotional after this loss.
It's hard, when you lose these games, man. It's like the players, what they put into it. A lot of people don't know, what they go through. You have to get up. Bodies beat to shit. Mentally stay locked in and do those things. So, long season. It's my fault. It's my fault.
Back with Coach, taking the Jayden Daniels factor out of the equation, considering all of Detroit's bona fides, 15 wins, that prolific offense, NFC title game last season. How shocking of a loss was last night's game for the Lions?
Oh, it's You saw the coach.
Yeah.
It's a very difficult situation to deal with unless you stood in this man's shoes as a coach or a player. I've been there. I felt that pain that he's feeling right now. You do all this to get home field advantage, and all of a sudden you feel like we got this really good football team. You've been beat up all year. You lost players at every different level on your football team, and then you lose one like this. It comes all of a sudden. Now it's done.
Yeah.
When 15 games, all of a sudden your season's over. You're going home like everybody else. It's a hard pill to swallow. And you don't know this. You think next year is given.
Sure.
You don't know what's going to happen next year.
Yeah.
You think, well, we'll get back. Be careful.
For sure. The aforementioned 4-13 Commanders the year before. You're like, wait a minute, there's no way they're going to be playing for a title the next season. Maybe you could say the same about the goings-on in Detroit, even though obviously a lot of those guys coming back. What are you saying, though, to these guys in the locker room after that demoralizing loss?
Well, obviously they had a great year.
Yeah.
Met expectations, maybe even
Exceeded a lot of them.
Exceeded them, right?
First ever 1 seed for them.
But then you got to deal with this.
Sure.
How do you deal with this this is going to take a while. This hurts. I mean, it's painful because you understand how hard it is to get here.
Yeah.
You put yourself in position. We're at home. We're excited. Everyone's talking about the Lions. And you lose to Washington and a rookie quarterback at home.
How much of this are you mad at, or are you
you're not. You're not mad. You know,
okay.
and fans will look at, they had a failure. The season was a failure. No, it wasn't. This team is an upcoming team, the Detroit Lions. So is Washington. I mean, so you've got a blueprint of how to do things. You won a lot of games, but you didn't get to the big one.
All right, 15 games, and that's how it ends for the NFC's 1 seed and the Detroit Lions. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
The tone once again as we're back on SportsCenter AM. That's Gary Strysky. This is Randy Scott. What's that now?
Got a bit of an itch on my back.
I heard something else. All right, let's get to the Mahomes magic in full display for the Kansas City Chiefs. Frosty, chilly.
And everybody watching at home, we are sorry that we didn't have time in the highlight for all the plays that the referees made, because I know you're going to be tweeting us that we didn't include those. Coach is back. So, too, are the Chiefs in their 7th straight AFC Championship game. Is this Kansas City's Super Bowl to lose?
Until somebody beats them, yeah.
I mean, come on.
And who's going to beat them? I mean, we say it every year. Say, well, they're going to find a way. Well, look, they find a way to do this. When playoff competition starts, all of a sudden, there's one guy that I always say every week, you better cover Kelsey.
Come on.
No one covers the guy, right? I mean, I don't know. He's always open.
Everybody
He's
turns
7-11. He's always open. He's never closed,
Sure.
especially in playoff competition. 172 catches in his playoff career already. 20 touchdowns, and yesterday he showed up as well as this. When you think about this game, special teams played a big factor in this game.
Yeah.
And it was not very good for the Texans when you talk about special teams play. It really reared its head yesterday, and that really put them behind the 8 ball.
All 3 phases, Kansas City buttoned up. That's a big number from Kelsey. 7 catches, 117. Listen, we were talking about, hey, is he going to break 70 yards? He hasn't been held under that in a playoff game. On the flip side of that, Randy mentioned it in the highlight. C.J. Stroud was sacked 8 times. You ain't going to win any football games if your quarterback is getting up off the deck that many times. What is next, though, for this Texans team looking into next season? Because for his 2nd season, leading them into a divisional round of a playoff game is still pretty good.
Well, it's really good. I mean, think about this team. It's won division twice already.
Yeah.
So who's going to stop them from next year? Everybody says, well, they're all of a sudden the team in that division.
No faith in the Jags, Coach?
Well, I'm just saying, the transformation. But this team is a solid football team. They had to go on the road and play Kansas City. This is why you won home field advantage. This is why Kansas City understands. You try to play us in Arrowhead, tough place to play.
For sure.
Obviously. And they have what? They have a quarterback that's chasing history.
We've heard of him.
As well as their head coach.
Yep.
They get all that. They understand there's a different knob you got to turn up when you get into the playoffs. And the Kansas City Chiefs know how to do that.
Next week, Kansas City will be hosting yet another AFC Championship game in hopes of becoming the first NFL franchise to win 3 straight Super Bowls. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Speaking of winning